One of the biggest challenges people deal with is coming up with a name for their practice. Now, there's two schools of thought on this. One is to go all in, invest aggressively in a brand, a website, an email, a name, set it up as your legal entity and brand name, and really commit to something. Another school of thought, I'm probably more on this end, is pick something, take a lighter touch on it. Don't spend a lot on a website or logos or anything like that. But pick something that feels good enough, but with the mindset that maybe 6 months down the road, I'll have a better sense of what I'm going to be working on and what I want to call myself. My approach was to pick a legal entity with my name. I called it Vivo Strategies LLC, and then I used Vivo Strategies as my website and username. I ended up shifting away from that and doing a little bit different work. I now have a brand name Strategy U and Boundless. I still use Vivo Strategies for the freelance consulting and legally, but I've used different brand names, and I may shift again. Now, you can actually have a legal name that is different than your business name. So you can call your legal entity Millard.LLC. That's my last name, LLC. You can call it Fun Times LLC if you want, and then call your consulting practice Omega Solutions or something like that. So you have a lot of options. My preferred approach is to keep it flexible. And even if you do want to go all in with the name, email, branding, logo, you can use solutions like Fiverr to get a really cheap logo. You can use something like Squarespace to have a real entry-level website, and set up your email using either your web host or Squarespace or Google. And you're probably not going to spend more than $20 to $50 a month. And then you can say, okay, I really like this. Let's make it look a little more professional. A final note on websites is that you probably don't even need a website. It's nice to have one. You can have it. People can click through and kind of see who are you, and you do look a little legit. But more importantly is probably developing kind of just a short document or PDF about who you are and some of your background. This can even just be a simple resume at first. Your initial projects are probably going to come from connections you already know or through talent networks. So it's not as important to be worrying about inbound yet. We'll talk about that later, but those are some of the options for getting started and naming your practice.